This one's for Libra. Just getting myself oriented after last night. It smelled burning. Couldn't figure out where it was coming from, so I'd left a candle on, a little tea candle on top of this coffin. It's melted through. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. This one's for Libra. So lesson of the day: don't leave candles unattended. This is for Libra for December. I'll take a look at that kind of your general energies around that kind of work, finance, kind of homey kind of life, and then kind of connections, relationships, friendships, that kind of area. Step the right way around. Okay. So we have knowledge in reverse for your general energy. What is going on in reverse? We've got release in reverse for work and area. Right, what? And then we've got home in reverse in your connections, friendships, relationships, that area. Okay, let's pull up a little bit. That's better. Thought the deck was in reverse, the full deck, but it's not. It's just the way they've come, the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Okay, so let's see what we can find out about your general energy. Knowledge in reverse. You might be feeling like you're being kept in the dark about something. You might be feeling like you're not kept in the loop in some way, and it may be causing concern for you. There may be an issue that's causing concern for you in regards to that. May also be about a kind of school and training and that kind of area, because with it being like kind of, I mean, the way everything is at the moment, everything's opening up and it's shutting down, it's opening up and it's shutting down, and it may well be that you've paid, or that you maybe you've not paid, or maybe you're trying to do some kind of higher learning and it's being quashed because, or you're not getting the results that you were hoping for because of everything that's been going on at the moment. So there may be an element of that. So we've got the Ten of Cups reversed. We have the Tower. And we have the Ten of Swords reversed. Okay, so I feel like it's more a feeling of being kept out of the loop of something. Maybe connections around you, or situations that are going on around you, family situations, and that maybe you're being kept right out of the loop and stuff. With this Ten of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse, there's a feeling of kind of letting it go, needing to let something go, needing to move beyond something. And this something is this Tower moment. Something's coming in, and if it's not already, it's going to come in. It's going to be a massive change, and it might well feel like the earth has just shook beneath you and everything's come tumbling down. But I feel like with it being the Tower card, with the Tower card being it, this is Tower cards only come up when they are needed. And as much as we may look around our lives and say, well, you know, as far as I'm concerned, everything's perfect, there may be something that you're being kept out of the loop of, something that you're not aware of, or information that you're not being made aware of, that you might not be aware of, but the universe is aware of. It's almost like something is going to be played out, and there will be a need to release this. With the Ten of Cups in reverse here, this is going to be something that's going to be really hard to take. It may be to do with a connection, it may be to do with a relationship. It's going to be something that's going to be really difficult for you to take, something that it's going to weigh heavy on you when it happens. And you may want to cling to it. You may initially want to cling to it. However, with the Ten of Swords in reverse, there's this idea that we need to kind of release this. We need to move out of this energy. We don't need to be stuck in this energy. And there's this feeling, this might have already happened. This may have been something that already happened. and you are not moving on from it. You're not releasing it and letting it go. And it's most, I think in that situation, I feel like for the most part, if it's in that situation, it's because there's still things that you might feel like you don't know, or if somebody went off with somebody else, you don't know how it's come about, how it's come to be, what went wrong. And because you've not got the kind of the closure on the situation, you're feeling trapped to it and you're energetically keeping yourself stuck to it. But there's a need to move beyond this now. Sometimes we have to just accept that we're not going to get the answers that we want, or the answers that we want to seek. They're not going to come to us, and people are not going to be honest or truthful with us, because of the 10 of Swords here. There's this element of deception. There's this element of like kind of being shit on, basically. And not seeing it coming. There's almost like an element, because he's like stabbed in the back. He's stabbed in the back, and they always are stabbed in the back in these cards. And this is just something that it's come at you unexpected, and you've not seen it coming, so you've not been able to react or gather your thoughts or anything. But with it being a 10 again, this is telling you that this is coming to an end. With these 2 10s here, these are cycles coming to an end. 10s break down to a 1, which brings new beginnings. So there may be an opportunity now for you to really release something without having to know the details of it, or without having to being able to understand the what's and why fors, and being able to move out of the situation. And I feel like a change is going to come in. This change has happened, and if this has not happened already, this is the change that's going to come in, and it's how you move forward from that. But if this change has already happened, then I feel like this tower may be that there's a new opportunity that's going to be opening up for you. But in order to go after the new opportunity, in order to take the new, you have to release what you are keeping yourself trapped to in the initial. So that's the energy that's around you at the moment. Okay. So kind of work, this is kind of work, finance, kind of stability, tangibly kind of stuff area going on at work. So we've got release in reverse. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the Hangman in reverse, the 8 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. Okay, so this situation of being betrayed or feeling like you've been kept out of the loop may have something to do with a work situation. It may be surrounding a work situation, or be involving a person that you work with. If it's not just like a friendly person, it may be something that you've been connected with within the workplace. It could work out that way, like a relationship, or even if you've got family that work with you work for your family, like family businesses and stuff like that. So it could be something to do with that. With the release in reverse, it's almost like you're not seeing a way out. So it may be that you're feeling trapped in maybe a job or a home situation. You may be feeling trapped in a job or a home situation where you're feeling like you've not really got an alternative at the moment to be able to move beyond it. When we think we're trapped in that kind of respect, I think half of the time we want ourselves to feel trapped because we don't really want to move beyond something. There may be something that we don't want to move ourselves out of, because we're always free to move ourselves out of any situation at any given time. There's, if it was a home situation, we can go into hostels, homeless shelters and stuff like that. There is ways that we can move out, ourselves out of an uncomfortable situation that we might be in at a home. But also in jobs as well, we can, there is, I don't know what it's like where you live, but where we live, there are benefit systems that can kind of help you until you get your next job, that can step in and help you to get your next job. So if there's something that's really weighing on you and you're wanting to get out of a job or a home situation, you have the ability to get yourself out of that. You might not even be looking for ways out. And here's the thing, maybe you don't need to jump straight away or go into any kind of benefit system or anything like that. You may be able to spend a short amount of time just looking and finding and applying for new jobs, or looking for somewhere else to stay and a new place to kind of bed down. So there is things that you could be doing, but you just may not be doing it. And this might be because you're overwhelmed emotionally and kind of mentally overwhelmed. There's this overwhelming, so you're not even thinking straight to be thinking about ways to move beyond a situation. But I feel like something has become a bit monotonous to you. I feel like something has become a bit monotonous. You've lost the spark for it. It's not holding the same joy. You're not getting the same emotions from it as what you once did. So there is a need to walk away with this eight of cups here. And although with the 8 of cups, what we've got to remember is that when we're walking away in this 8 of cups, we're walking away from something that has brought us emotion, something that we've loved, something that we've poured time, effort, and energy into, to create, to build, to make, to manifest. We've put all this effort, love, and energy into this, and it's something that we are attached to. But we have to, when the 8 of cups comes up, say, I know I'm attached to this situation or this person or this job, and I know that I'm attached to these people, but I need to move on for my own mental health. I need to move on for my own sanity, because this is not working for me anymore. And I feel like it's not working for you anymore, especially with this 4 of Cups card here, because it's not stimulating you anymore. It's just, you may be feeling it's just more of the same over and over again, and nothing really changes. You feel like you're missing opportunities, and if you feel like you are missing out, if you feel like you could be happier, or you could be doing so much better somewhere else, or doing something else, or there's something else that you would really shine at, and you're not taking the steps to do that, then it's you that's holding yourself back. So this is where this feeling of kind of melancholy comes in, with the Hangman reverse here as well. I mean, this could be you taking steps to, you've seen all you need to see, you've experienced all you need to experience, you've become enlightened, and this is you moving out of this situation, because we've got 2 cards here really of moving on. This could be you moving out of this situation. With the 3 of Cups here, this could be a situation where it's a friendship, connection, family, it could even be a relationship, and it may be that something tricky or underhand, something backstabby has gone on at a workplace, and you've become aware of it, and it's making you uncomfortable. Because the 3 of Cups, although we think of celebrations and all that, we've also got to remember there can be a negative element to any card. And I feel like more in this case that maybe you have been hung out to dry by people. I can hold them up. I feel like maybe you've been hung out to dry by people, and you may be feeling isolated. They may be cutting you off. They may be segregating you, almost kind of. Do you know what just popped in my head then? That meme where it says, "Oh, you can't sit with us," and then the Morticia is like, "Well, I don't fucking want to." There's that kind of feeling there. So it may be that someone's kind of deliberately, intentionally causing a separation and causing you to be isolated, and that can be a lonely place to be, especially when you're dealing with groups of people. That can be a very lonely place to be. It's not nice when you've got groups of people that are pretty much just ganging up on you. It's a bit vulgar really, but people do it, and it happens. Even adults do it. It can be a vulgar situation to be in, and it's not pleasant. And this might be what's going to eventually push you to move out of this situation, to move on from this situation, to say, I love you, or I care about you, but no, I'm gone. This is not for me anymore. And you're going to go after something that's going to make you actually truly happy. So in kind of partnerships, relationships, home life, family, connections, we've got home in reverse. So you may be feeling just I don't know why I get like a strong vibe that you may work with the person that you are with, or with one of your close friends if you're living with your friends. I feel like this isn't only just like a workplace situation. I feel like it's kind of interpersonal, and everything's kind of connected, and everything's going to affect each other, as if you live with a person and you work with them or something like that. There's that kind of feeling there. So with this home in reverse, you just may not You may not be feeling comfortable in your own home. You may not be feeling welcome. You may be feeling closed out. You may have actually left your home. We've got the Wheel of Fortune there. You may have actually left your home. You may have actually left your home already, but you're still bumping into this person at work. So there could be that kind of situation going on. And you're coming up against like the bully group, you know, the bully bitches kind of being a bit twatty with you, just making you feel uncomfortable, segregating you, making you feel left out and isolated. So it could be that you've left the home situation and that you're still having to face it. There's still some kind of connection somewhere in your life, whether it be work, whether it be in education or anything like that, but you're still bumping in, almost like you're still bumping in to these people. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune there, we've got the Strength. The Nine of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Knight of Cups. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune being here, as bad as this situation may be or may be feeling or how it's playing out, and it doesn't feel like a pleasant situation. The energies around the whole reading don't feel pleasant. They feel very quite suffocating. With the Wheel of Fortune here, despite how heavy or how something is playing out, how things are moving forward, or the behaviour of others, despite the behaviour of others and how things are playing out for you in your life right now, and the confusion and the stress that you might be feeling and might be under, I feel like it's happening for a reason, and I feel like it's happening to propel you and move you beyond the situation that you're in and move you into alignment for what's coming up for you. I feel like almost like the universe is telling you that you are strong enough to make it through this, but to remember to nurture and take care of yourself, not to allow yourself to get caught up or run away with negative feelings, negative emotions, and be kind to yourself also. When, you know, especially if you've got people who might be shit talking you, be kind to yourself. Don't allow their negative words to impact you or to create a monster in you that you can't contain, or that you can't nurture, or you can't comfort in any way. Make sure that you're being kind to yourself so that you can move forward and have a better understanding of yourself, not getting lost in your own emotions, not getting dragged along by your own emotions, so that you are in control of your emotions. So I feel like almost it's a test. It's not even a test. I don't even want to say it's a test, because that just sounds like someone's been a twat to you, to like throwing this test on you, know, because it feels like a negative situation. But I feel like it's almost to get you to love on yourself. It's almost what's going on, what's happening is to move you away from negative people, negative situations. It's to move you in a new direction where you're supposed to be with this Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like it is a lesson. It's a lesson to get you to love on yourself, get you to get into alignment and get into peace and harmony with yourself. You might be easily pulled in one way or the other. You might get all wrapped up in your head and be all mentally driven, like where you're overthinking things all the time, or you might get pulled into your emotions where your emotions are driving all the time and you're not able to balance yourself. So I feel like this is like a lesson to kind of get you to come into peace and into union with yourself. That's what I feel like it is. And I feel like whoever this is and whatever this is, you need to be moving away from it. I feel like there's a need to move this away from it. With this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you may be, as with the keeping stuck, maybe because you're feeling out of the loop with things, you may be feeling or allowing yourself to feel in a lack mentality, as if you are not going to be okay, you're not going to be good enough, as if you've not been good enough, as if you couldn't manage on your own. You might be doing a lot of negative self-talking and really talking yourself down and feeling like you wouldn't be able to manage, or you're not managing, and just allowing things to consume you. And again, this is where this card's coming in, the strength card. This is about learning to kind of comfort yourself, get yourself balanced, to be able to draw on the strength of the lion to move forward and not allow it to sabotage things, not allow it to run wild and sabotage things, but use it in a constructive way to move forward. But there may be a lot of negative self-talk here that's going on at the moment. And we've got the Knight of Cups here. This could all be going down because of a Knight of Cups energy, which would be a water sign energy, or someone that's been playing in that kind of energy. Now, the Knight of Cups, you know, we think of cups, we think, oh, it's the Knight of Love. You know, we always jump to, oh, it's the Knight of Love. The Knight of Cups is a bit of an arsehole. The Knight of Cups energy and the people playing in that energy, it doesn't have to be a water sign, but the people playing in that energy are the kind of people, they're in love for as long as they're in love. You know, they get all swirled up in their emotions and then they switch off. That is the Knight of Cups energy. They get bored very quickly, they move on very quickly. They are not ones, they pour out their emotion, love bombing. They love bomb you to death, and then when they get a bit bored of you, or you're not living up to their unrealistic expectations, they will turn their back and go after something else that's more shiny. And that's the Knight of Cups, unfortunately. So this may be to do with a Knight of Cups energy. If this isn't to do with a Knight of Cups energy, then maybe a Knight of Cups energy coming in towards you. So be very careful with yourselves. If you are moving on or moving out of a situation, be very careful of someone that's a bit overeager to help or a bit too quick on the emotions. Be careful with anybody that's kind of attaching themselves to you really quickly, because they may be doing this and you might get wrapped up in it and then they might be off. So just be careful, be more reserved, and don't allow yourself to get dragged along by emotions or swept along by somebody that's promising you the earth when they don't even know how to deliver, never mind if they can. You know, they wouldn't even know where to start. Don't allow yourself to get swept along by somebody else, especially not off the hurt of a different situation. Don't allow yourself to get dragged into new emotions with someone that could wind up being very wishy-washy. Just kind of take it slow. Don't get too involved. Take it slow and see where their intentions lie and how it's going to progress before you put yourself all out there for it. Okay, so I want to leave that one there. Okay, thank you.